Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Bytor Underground, simply where I discuss my thoughts, concerns, and questions about the beautiful language of music. In this episode, I'm going to discuss, are there any modern guitar players that are iconic? This is such a fascinating topic to me, and I've had many discussions over the years with, of course, guitar players, musicians, and just music fans in general. And one thing that really has struck out in my mind, especially with the people that I talked to that grew up during the 70s and 80s and also went to high school during those times, they would say that their friends would get into heated debates over which guitar player was better. I never experienced that in high school, but I found that to be so interesting. But anyways, iconic guitar players, let's see. There's Jimi Hendrix, there's Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and the list just goes on of iconic guitar players. Sidebar, real quick. Why isn't Alex Lifeson considered iconic amongst those guys? That's a episode for another time. Anyways, iconic guitar players, you can't get more iconic than Jimi Hendrix. But is there anybody nowadays that has that type of a status? How come there is not just an iconic modern guitar player like Jimi Hendrix or Eddie Van Halen? Could it be the fact that today's guitar players are just not as good as those guys? Just not as good as Jimi Hendrix or Randy Rhoads? I definitely would say no, because I come across someone every single day on Instagram or YouTube that is just shredding the hell out of the guitar. And I'm wondering, how come this person only has 400 to 600 followers? Are they in a band? How come nobody knows about this guy? This guy's killing. This guy's probably better than Eddie Van Halen. Granted, I'm sure he was inspired by him, but still. So no, I don't think that'd be the case, because there's tons of great players out there. Could it be the fact that nobody really cares when they come across a great guitar player? Maybe nobody cares to put them on that iconic level. Who knows? What do you think? Could it be the fact that, and you can make an argument about this, that in today's modern rock, there has been such a lack of the guitar solo, the epic guitar solo, especially in the last 10 to 15 years. Most rock bands just typically won't perform a guitar solo. Yes, sure, there's those bands that do, but I've played with tons of bands out in Seattle and here in New Mexico, tons of local bands, even touring bands, and I cannot tell you one memorable guitar player I'm like, dang, who is that guy? That guy's killing it. That guy's solos, he's shredding it. Now I just haven't. And so could that be the case? Just the lack of a guitar solo has not produced any iconic guitar players? I don't know. Or could it be the fact that maybe people just are not impressed anymore by someone who is just technically great? Who knows? Of course, I'm going to be biased to guitar. And so when I come across a guitar player who's just shredding it, who's just fantastic, of course I'm going to be impressed. But I don't know. Again, I'd love to know what you think about that. So how about, are there any names out there that we could throw around that could have that iconic status? And when asking that question, people often enough will bring up John Mayer. And I know John Mayer's a great guitar player. He might not be able to tell in some of his mainstream songs, but I definitely know the dude can play guitar. But I mean, come on, is he on the same level? I mean, that iconic level, like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, all of those dudes? You know, I'd have to say no. How about Jack White? I mean, Jack White was in a very interesting documentary with Jimmy Page and The Edge from U2. You know, it's called It Might Get Loud. And it's such an interesting documentary. But is Jack White on those dudes' level of iconic status? You know, once again, no. So I wonder, why is that the case? So the bottom line is, do we even need another iconic guitar player? Do we need another Eddie Van Halen or another Jimmy Page or Jimi Hendrix? I personally think that it'd be awesome if there was a new face, a new iconic guitar player that could be on that level, someone new to inspire a future generation. I mean, I think that'd be great, and there's so many great guitar players out there, especially this guy. I mean, look at this dude. First off, this guy looks epic, and he plays epic, crazy talented, but I barely just found out about this guy. I came across him on Instagram. I'm like, who's this? This guy's tearing it up. So, I mean, could this be the future? I don't even really know how long this guy's been around. I've done no research, and like I said, I barely just found out about him. But this dude tears it up, and so there's so much talent out there, and I really hope that there could be a new generation of just iconic guitar players. And I'm curious, you know, what do you guys think about this? Am I leaving out anybody that could have that status? You know, I felt like I would have heard about them, but you know, maybe I haven't. So please send me a comment, let me know what you think. And if you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button. So for now, and until next time, music on, world off. It is time for the Song of the Week. So with the Song of the Week, and I started this in the last episode, is I want to start promoting and featuring bands and artists that are possibly unknown. So my last episode, I featured my buddies out in Seattle, Waking Things. And when people come across this vlog series, and you guys that are watching, I also want you to watch this series so you could discover new bands and new artists. And basically, you know, I'm on the search for new bands. And being a musician, it's sometimes I get so caught up in my own music that I'm not even, you know, searching for new bands, sometimes not even listening to my favorite bands, but you know, I'm on the search, and so I feel like this would be a fun way for both of us to discover these new bands and artists together. So I was going through my Instagram, and I was looking through all of my followers and people that I'm following and seeing what bands am I following. And I came across these guys called As Fire Falls. So I checked out their page, went to their website, and I started watching their music video to their song called Blame. And halfway through, I'm thinking, wow, actually I really like this song a lot. I think the chorus is great, and I think the musicianship and the guitars are really cool in this song. And so Song of the Week is Blame by As Fire Falls, and they are from Boise, Idaho. And I believe they've been around since like 2013. Said they kind of reformed in 2013. But you know, I think these guys are really cool, and I really like this song a lot. So if you haven't heard of As Fire Falls, please go check them out and listen to this song called Blame. To think that it's all over, to think this is all